Hey NBA 2K fans, back with another NBA 2K MyLeague Series video with the fictional rosters and those Hoosier Hobgoblins. In this episode, we're going to see reaction around the league to the trades that we made, how we're going to handle the roster after that, some trade rumors, we're going to fix a contract that was out of whack, and we're going to see a great game between us and the Fire-Breathing Dragons, who are leading the Southeast Division at 15-10. New to the channel, I'm Coach 2K. If you love basketball, you're going to want to subscribe and click the bell to get notified whenever I upload anything new, so you don't miss a single NBA 2K video I put out or any videos of this MyLeague series. So, Sneaker Reporter was happy with the trade, said it made sense because they had so many point guards, which is what we said. Shot Caller 75 thought they should fire the GM because we made the trade for Mary and Haley. I'm assuming the Grim Reapers, that's who they want to fire, that GM. And so that's a questionable move according to Ben. Is that Golliver? As usual, I can't read the screen, so you can read it, you can see. Probably wasn't too happy. Lewis Hill, and they said the Poltergeists haven't gotten any younger. Lewis Hill was 27, I'm pretty sure. Well, Rayshawn Holmes was 30, so that's probably true. And then, what else they got to say? The youth movement has come to the Hoosier Hobgoblins, bringing Lewis Hill at age 27. That's really bringing the youth. So anyway, that's some reaction. No real reaction to Dylan Young. They wanted to trade him anyway, so no one was surprised that we picked him up. And we now have him on our squad. He's a young guy, so I don't know if he's going to be too happy. Maybe he was a team cancer over there. Problem with Dylan Young was his 2-year team option, but wasn't showing up in the game right. So I had to go in there and mess around, and finally I figured out how to get the team option to show up properly with a couple changes. And so this was what it was in there before. They had 2 years original contract length, and then they had 2 years extension length, and the extension option showed team. So we changed those, and I kind of manipulated the numbers on the 3rd and 4th year of the contract, added 5th year, messed around with those. The end result was we put most of the numbers back in there the way they were. We had a 3-year deal, 0 extension length, and then we put none for the extension option. And so I was very happy that after all that manipulating, that at the end of that process, we wound up with a proper rookie contract with a 2-year team option on it. So proof it can be done. And so I just wanted to show you that in case you're trying to fix your contracts. I mainly work on them on my team and not so much around the rest of the league, although I have fixed a few of them. This is a problem with this year's version. Now you might remember, and I'll put a link to the video that we talked about team chemistry. Team chemistry took a huge hit when we made those 2 trades. So with Hill and Haley and Dylan Young, we went in and we put their training focus on team chemistry. And just again, there'll be a link to that video in the corner talking about team chemistry. And if you want to know more about how team chemistry works, well, then you'll want to check out that video. And so we want these guys to mesh with the team. And so we are concerned about team chemistry. And what we're going to do, we're going to get Hill some action here in place of Edwin Taylor. We're going to give him, 8 to 10 minutes probably. And just a reminder, your game plans go out of whack when you make personnel changes. You get that little informational dot next to the team name. I'll put a link to the game plan video I did so that you can, in the corner, so you can see how to fix those if you have trouble doing that, because sometimes that can be an issue. So we're still interested in trading Holmes and Edwin Taylor because we got to find that extra room so we can sign Byron Dantley. And I think if we trade these guys, I think if the salary cap goes up a little bit, and also I got to thinking about it, I think Byron Dantley will actually have one bird year those combination of factors will probably help us out. So some trade rumors that we saw. Eddie Paul trying to get him off the team. So I kind of looked at him, and he's not really a contract that we'd be looking for. And we're probably pretty solid at center and power forward for the moment. At least I'm happy with the guys there. Then there was an interesting rumor with Jedovic there that they're trying to put together a package. The rumor is to trade for Jedovic on our team. First I'd heard of it. Vanja Zavakis, power forward center. You know, we'd save a couple million if we traded for him, but we'd have to correct his team option or his player option there. And you know, he looks like a pretty good player. Salaries might match up, but you know, Jedovic's one of our core players, and he backs up Dantley at shooting guard, and that would put us weak at shooting guard if we did that. Here's a look at some of his badges that he has. So I'd be real hesitant to pull the trigger on a trade like this because, you know, we need Jedovic. He's a good three-point shooter, and we need someone decent to back up Dantley. And if for some reason, you know, somebody else would get hurt, like the Juker, Jedovic's a small forward. There's a look at his contract. So just, you know, I wanted to explore it a little bit, looking at the players and kind of compare them here. You know, another big advantage to Jedovic is he's a good perimeter defender. And so we need defense. In fact, I think we're leading the league in points off turnovers, which is great. Plus, he's a great three-point shooter. And so, all in all, we're going to quash that rumor. We're not going to do anything there. So, the Fire-Breathing Dragons, their best player, Draymond Barros, 83 rated playmaker. Great player, as you're going to find out. Now, he's their point guard. Look at some of his badges. And he's 6 foot. But he's a handful, man. And right now, he's leading them to the top spot in the Southeast Conference. The Fire-Breathing Dragons are leading that. I think they're on a one. Yeah, I think they lost their last game. They're not on a winning streak. But I mean, you're going to want to see the highlights of this guy. This guy was really, really good. I liked him about like our last game. And so I always love seeing these new players and just seeing what they put together and they bring to the floor. So here's a look at Draymond Barros. Their other player, Isaiah Blount, offensive star, 82 rated overall. And he's their point guard, shooting guard. He'll primarily play at shooting guard in this game and match up with Dantley as you look at some of his badges here too. Several golds, no Hall of Fame badges. Blount played pretty well. 6'3" guard. He's from Villanova. And so, you know, he plays well. Barros, though, he's the man on this team, you can tell. And you're going to, yeah, I just can't wait to show you the highlights of Barros, man. So you got to stay tuned for those just to see how well he plays against us. It's crazy. So I guess everybody's going to have their A game when we come into town because, you know, right now we're on that, 11 game winning streak. So we're putting our 11 game winning streak on the line here on the road. There's Bison Dang. He's an elite defender, 80 rated overall, power forward. And so he's got a few badges here. Looks like he's from Nigeria. 6'11", 22-year-old. Looks like a good prospect. And I didn't check his contract out, but he'd be, looks like he might be a nice player. And then there's Fab Workman, who's a face-up 4. He'd play pretty well too, 80 rated overall. And what is he, 6'7"? Yeah. He's got a Hall of Fame badge, relentless finisher, bruiser, mid-range deadeye. And I don't know if it's Fab Workman. I missed it. One of these guys had championship DNA. So I forget which player that was. You might have a look at that if you go back and look at the players. You'll see it might have been Barros. I can't remember. So those are their top players on their team that we're mainly going to see here. Barros leading them in scoring, Workman leading them in rebounding, over 10 a game. Barros leading them in assists. And Kevin Yates, he'd have his moments, lead them in steals. And then Fab Workman lead them in blocks. Was at 1.4 a game. All right, so having a look here, we're on the road in Florida versus the fire-breathing Dragons. We didn't make any changes to our starting lineup, really our rotation at all, except for putting Hill in to get him some minutes, to get him, you know, kind of accustomed to playing with the team a little bit. We're going to rotate those minutes like I mentioned before. And nice green arena here as they get off, and you're going to find at the very beginning here, here's Barros. Look at Barros launching it, buries it, puts him up early, and there he's got another one. And so he's off to a good start here. He cuts back door, they find him, and he hits another one, and he's going to pop out again for 3. And he scores again, and they're up early 10-8. Here he goes. He's got some great dribble moves. He gets to the line, and he's going to knock down both shots. And he's a handful here. And here he's going to get to the basket. And with kind of a hand near his face, he's able to knock it down. And we're starting to get some work going here with Bayo as we get Bayo inside. I think that's Blount with a little floater. And they get a nice move inside. So early, these guys get up 20-14. You see Byron Dantley with a nice spin move. He's good with that left hand. Here we're going to see the Juker find Bayo with a nice dunk. Bayo still playing well. I love it, man. Good job. Oh, look at the ankle breaker for Cummings. Cummings about fell over, even though they didn't get anything out of it. And there we got the steal as Dantley ripped him and took it down the court. He got fouled, though. He couldn't get the dunk, unfortunately. So he's going to go to the line and try and tie it here. And he knocks down the first one and the second one. And we are tied 20 all. Nice block there by Dantley, but they get the ball back and they put it right in. So Dantley's playing some pretty good defense. And here, good job with Cummings with the reverse layup. He scores. Good job, Cummings. Get you a little highlight there. And here he's going to drive to the basket again, and he's going to find Ruiz, but Ruiz, he misses the dunk. Oh my gosh. They get it inside. We get him to miss, but they get it back out. I think that's Dang underneath getting those rebounds. I didn't see who hit the 3, but Dantley again with a nice little left hook. And we're hanging tight as these guys came to play. Nice assist by Barros to either Bison Dang or Yates. So, a nice dunk by Dantley. Watch him just, it's like going, he just kind of soars in there using the left hand. He's been using it all quarter. There's Barros with the hop step. And Dantley tries to get, oh my gosh, what a nice dunk. He beat his guy off the dribble, and he was able to dunk it. And Jedovic gets the dunk too, as he comes off the screens around the top there. We get our wires crossed here, as I think that's might be Yates hits the 3. Ruiz found out he was wide open when he tried to protect the ball, and he dunked it. Ruiz, what a great pickup off free agency to start the season. Another play there as Barros beats us off the dribble, scores, and they're up 4 here in the second quarter. And we bring out cut fly alley. Look at that monster dunk by Byron Dantley as he hammers that dunk with exclamation point there. Good job. And Ruiz, oh, that's Jedovic. Jedovic with the double pump, puts it in on the layup. Takes the contact and scores. And a pretty even game here, as I think we're down, what, 2? And this guy, look at that shot. We're all over him, man. We're all over him. He should have missed that one. Oh, look at this play here. Play of the game right there. As they ran a good play. They got an alley-oop out of it, as I think that's Blount hits the 3. And run a little 5-out action with Warwick as he scores. But now we're down 4. Nice play here as Jedovic cuts around and does a nice little lay-in to bring us within 3. I think it's his Fab Workman. Look at this. the runner off one leg. No problem, man. He floats it in. And I can't tell who that was that hit that shot. Jedovic tries to get the 3. He misses it. Oh, there's Hill. He had trouble getting back up with the ball after he got the offensive rebound. These are his first 2 points as a hobgoblin. And so he shows some effort plays here. That play against Jedovic a minute or 2 ago, he set a nice screen for Jedovic to turn the corner. And look at that play. I think that's Workman. Workman earning some pay, puts them up 10. So now we're down double digits. And Blount gets right by the defense and scores. And now we're down 12 as these guys showed up. But we get a nice dunk by Warwick, and he gets a foul. He goes to the line. He converts the M1 to cut it to 9. He's going to try to make another one. He flies by him. Warwick with the dunk. Again, here he reverses it as we're milking the 5-out action with the side screen to get some baskets. We're having trouble scoring. So we solved that problem, but we're still down 5. Nice block by Bayo. Get out in transition, see if we can get anything out of it. And Bayo gets he got hammered, and he goes to get a couple free throws. First one's good, second one's good, and now we're only down 3 here with a little bit to go in the half. Look at this nice play here. Look at Barros going all the way around the screens and pays off as he hits the huge 3 to put him up by 6. As Bryce Kidd recognizes the mismatch and scores on, I think that was Barros down low. Big block there by Kidd as Bayo gets the rebound. Another block by Bayo. What a swatting everything. He'd have 4 blocks in this game as he starts the break here to end the half just about. Dantley buries a 3 to bring us within 1 after a very tough first half, as Barros had 22 points in the first half. He hit his first 5 shots, I know, right off in the first quarter. So he really played awesome in that first half. And so we got our work cut out for us in the second half here, as we see what we can do here. Is Barros gets his shot blocked. Good defense by Warwick. Dantley with a nice fadeaway. And now we got the lead finally. So we're in the lead. And Yates puts it up in front of the Juker. And they score again off of, that was Blount. Look at Dantley, man. Dantley just takes off. He takes off. And he stays up there a while. Look at him. Another left-hander. I must be pushing to the left here every time. The Juker finds Bryce Kidd, who does a nice job finishing inside on the fast break. Look at the Juker finding him. Good find from the Juker. He'd struggle in this game. The Juker was 2 for 11 in this one. And he just couldn't hit anything when we needed it. So he struggled all game as Bryce Kidd. It's a nice shot. Good defense there, but they get the offensive rebound. They're one of the top teams in the league at second chance points as we catch the defense sleeping. And Kidd converts the M1. And now we got a 3-point lead. They're going to run that play again. Only this time they're going to curl inside as Blount takes it inside. Good play. Way to recognize how the defense was playing. As they're fronting the post, they get it out to Fab Workman, and he dunks it in transition. And they are back on top here, 68-67, as Warwick went flying by. And look at that. Barros just calmly walking down the court as he scores again. And so there they miss, but look at that. I think that's Dang with the putback dunk. We're going to try and find Dantley again here, but they scouted us pretty well. They knew it was coming. Here comes Fab Workman, and he's going to dunk it. Puts them up by 9, and there they've. Oh, another big block here. Watch, that's Hill showing the effort, but he rolled out of bounds. Good effort, though. I like to see that from a guy joining the team, because that's the kind of effort we're going to need here. As Dantley finds a way to weasel his way through there and score. We get the steal off of Barrows, and we get the ball to Ruiz. Ruiz with the finish on the break. Down 7 now. And good job, Ruiz, there. I thought he was going to have trouble getting that in the basket. And there's Hill playing good D. He gets the rebound. He starts the break. And they get Ruiz on the other end with the dunk. Nice transition basket. Look at that. Way to run the floor, Ruiz. That's awesome. And should we probably go down here, post up? Barros all day long. He's only 6 feet tall. Warwick's too big for him. We did that a few times during the game. 3-point game. We catch Warwick. Yeah, on the break there. They didn't see it coming. We got him. Oh, Ruiz gets beat off the dribble and commits the foul. And now they go back up by 4. Late third quarter here. And we're going to try and score. And check out Dantley with the poster. He postered him, man. He's like, yeah, that's a great dunk. That was a good dunk. I did not expect him to dunk that as Barrows steps aside, buries the 3. They're back up by 5. And Dantley comes down and answers with a floater. Big play here as Barrows would miss the shot. We get in transition, and we're going to take Kidd. He's going to take this shot. Oh, but it doesn't fall. But the big deal was here that Barrows was injured on the shot with early in the fourth quarter. He's got to come out. We'll check on his injury after the game to see exactly what happened to him. As Dantley with another dunk. Good job, Dantley. This time with the, well, still using that left hand. He's a righty, I know it. I have to double check that. So, good play there. Nice play here is Dantley on the out of bounds play. Cuts back door and gets Kidd, who gets the dunk right here. Nice slam by Kidd. And so he's got a chance for an M1 opportunity, which he does not knock down. So they're going to get in transition. You know what's going to happen when they miss. And they get an easy basket out of it on the other end. I hate missing those free throws like that, as Dantley fades into the mid-range area, gets a nice jump shot and ties it up. They find Yates in the corner, I think. Or Dang, that was Dang in the corner. He couldn't hit it. Nice play there as Yates, I think, does the reverse and puts him back up. So, big block there. Kidd gets another block. I think he had 3 blocks on the game. And they're playing on the high side on the pick and roll, so we just take it opposite. And Warwick with an easy layup to tie it up. Tough basket by Fab Workman as he goes inside. And there's Bayo, man. Bayo's stronger than he looks. And there we get a steal, but it goes right back to him. They get it into the corner. And they knock down the 3 after we did a good job playing good defense. There, they miss it. They get the rebound. We block it. We get them to miss again. They get the rebound. Oh my gosh, we just cannot get the rebound here. They set the screen. And no, he left them wide open for the 3 as Blount buries it. And now they're up 6 with just under 5 minutes. Dantley with the scoop shot to bring us back within 4. And we leave Yates wide open on the out-of-bounds play. And now we're down 7. Big block by the fire-breathing Dragons. As now they're out in transition. And he misses the shot. But Fab Workman with the follow puts them up 9. With 3 minutes to go, we're going to run the cut fly alley, which we convert. Nice job by Dantley to score. Great pass by Warwick. There, they get the costly turnover. We're going to find the Juker wide open for the dunk. quick score, puts us down 5 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. And, oh, we did not see that coming. Nice alley-oop play. Puts him up by 7 again. And Dantley, this time, he gets hammered going opposite off that screen. Knocks down the first. Knocks down the second. Back within 5. Just under 2 minutes. Bayo gets stripped, but Warwick gets the loose ball and puts it in. Puts us back within 3. Get a big block. But they get the they get the ball back. Here they got a chance to score. We're playing good D. Good D. Nice job. So we kept them from scoring. And we get it to the Juker. And the Juker, now they're going to set it up. What's going to happen? They get it to Dantley. Dantley's going to bring it out. And he's going to call for a screen here with Bryce Kidd. And Bryce Kidd, look at that. He's wide open for the dunk. Brings us within 1 here. The Juker, they're trying to take advantage of him. He plays great D and he gets the rebound. And with 30 seconds left, we're down 1. And so, see if we can get it to Dantley. We get it to the Juker. Oh my God, they call the moving screen. They call the moving screen on Bayo. And here they're trying to score. We're playing good D. And we knock the ball loose. We don't come up with it. And we're trying to stay in front of our man. And we do. Good job. Dantley's all over him. And then Warwick. Oh, they called a foul on Warwick with 8.6 seconds to go. We're down 1. The coach can't believe it. Brunson's like, man, Warwick. So he's going to go to the line here with a chance to put him up 3. This is Winslow. Winslow at the line with the first one. And he misses it. He misses it. And so, 2-point game here if he hits it. But he misses the second one. And we call timeout to get the ball advanced to half court. We're down 1 with 8.2 seconds. 11 game winning streak on the line here. We're going to get it to our superstar Dantley. We're going to set the screen with Bayo. Dantley's going to go in and he nails it, and we take the lead with 1.9 seconds left. And man, what a play. So can we hold him here? Can we hold him? And Bayo challenges the shot, and it falls short. The team is pumped up as we pull out the win, 108-107, off the game winner from Dantley. As you look at the stats there, and we would struggle from 3, turned it over more than we usually do, and they got 20 offensive rebounds, and Barrows killed us. And we got to check on his injury here in a second and see exactly what happened to him during the game. As you can see here, Barrows, he had like 26, 28 points. He was having a great game. He came out hot. Fab Workman with a double-double. So they played with a lot of energy, and they were all over us all game. Dantley with 41, 7 and 7. You can see Work with a double-double. Bayo with 4 blocks. Kidd with 3 blocks. And good effort, guys, as we pull out a squeaker. There's Barrows. Sprained right toe. He's out 1 to 2 weeks. So that's crazy, man. He got hurt. But he's tough. That guy's tough as nails. You can say he's going to be back. But internally, he's telling the team, it feels like my mom left me in the car with the windows rolled up. So he's not very happy. So scores around the league as the Grim Reapers got beat by the Doppelgangers. The Demons won their 13th straight. They are now 19-4. Amari Swift with a 24-20 game. And man, check him out. He's got some Hall of Fame badges here. I see some of his badges here. We faced them in 3 games. See our score there. Maybe we both still be on a winning streak when we play that game. That'd be great. The Devils looks like they beat the Titans by like 40. Centaurs beat the Furies by 6. Shapeshifters played. Oh no, Shapeshifters beat the Sasquatches by 40. I gotta see this better. Minotaurs, they beat the Gnomes. And looks like Haynes, he had 35 and 12. Great game by Haynes. I haven't seen him yet this year. Much information on him. Little information on him. He's a center, 6'10". The Minotaurs. Oh, he was on the Gnomes. Minotaurs, Beasley. He had a great game too, as usual. Leviathans, remember Hot Rod Dupree got hurt, but they still got the victory there. It's improved to 18-7. Sea Monsters got beat by the Mutants. Mutants playing pretty well. And you can see it was at Norris with like 38-9. 38-9. Deontay Norris. This is a big man's league right now. The big men are playing well. It's like 7 feet tall. Werewolves picked up a win against the Goblins. And they're 9-15 now. So we're third in the Eastern Conference. As those demons, they're tough. Alright, hope you enjoyed that episode. I am Coach 2K. I'll see you on the court in the next video. Check out my other videos while you're here. Thanks for watching.